Hi guys, I'm Ryan Houston and welcome to my fly tying channel. Your video is about to start shortly. Please take this opportunity to hit the like button down below, leave some comments, tell your friends. Interaction, likes, subscriptions help my channel to grow and help me to keep producing content for yourselves. If you're new to my channel, check out the other videos that I've got. There are over 500 videos at this stage, so there should be something there for everybody. Again, video is about to start. Hit that like button down below. Hi guys, so Mayfly tonight, and this one is Mckennas May. So this is, how would you put it? It's a little bit like a wolf, but what we're going to use for the hair portions of it is elk. So this sort of natural buff kind of elk colour. So I'm going to tie this one on a B170 size 10, and I'm using a black tying thread here, and I'm going to leave this bit as a rib, but if you prefer a different coloured rib then stick that in. So I'm just going to varnish the shank there, because we're using the hair for a start. It can tend to spin a little bit around the shank, but also I find that hairs can rust hooks, so I think it's better if you have a little bit of a coating there to help that. So it's quite bushy, slightly unkempt type fly, I suppose. So I'm taking a bunch of the hair here and I'm just going to flick and blow out there and get the under fur out of that, and tie this in as a tail. Now it will splay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie about the middle here and tighten it up, and then I'm holding the bunch back here and I'm going to wrap back nice and tight on it until I get to just where I want it to be, and then there's a slightly looser wrap for the tail. And so what that'll do is it just won't splay the bunch as much. Tie those down. And then we're going to create a wing bunch. So the same material. Take that. Rake, comb, blow, however you want to get that sort of swarfy stuff out of it. And if we want to be particular here, we can stick this in a hair stacker. Tamp it down. I'm going to turn that around, and that's going to be our wing. So I'm going to take the tying thread up to just basically where the back of my head would be. I'm going to set this on a loose-ish wrap and then another tighter one and pull down into it. And then I'm going to start to wrap that back. Then I'm going to take this bunch here, so the cut ends essentially, and pulling them up at about 45 degrees there. And then I'm going to take my scissors and go in fairly flat with it, but you can see that my curve is coming towards where the end where my tail would be, and what that'll give me is a tapered cut. So instead of a block end, I'm getting a taper, and that should help me with a neater underbody. I'm just going to put a bit of varnish into those cut ends of that, and then squeeze it in. Tie all that down. It's not the easiest of materials to deal with, but anyway. And any of these bits then that are sticking out, we can trim off. So when that varnish dries into that, essentially it'll give us a stronger construct underneath the fly. So body, I'm going to use a medium olive seal. So I'm just going to twist that on, flip the fly upside down, because sometimes it's easier to wrap things on into the gape of the hook rather than dealing with the hook from the normal way up. Once you get past it, it's not an issue. And you could leave it like that. I'm actually going to use this black thread, as I said, just to rib it to make it that a bit stronger. It also gives us the sort of segmentation of a mayfly. Tie it in, flip it back on itself and tie it over. And there's a fibre the wrong way up, trim it out. So you can choose to have this as a post like that. You could splay it out flatter if you wanted to. I'm going to leave it up so that it forms like a fan, and then we're going to put on a hackle here. So some sort of a yellowy olive type hackle is the job for this one. So I'm going to take a sort of yellowy cock hackle here. I'll put on my hackle pliers, wrap that forward. I'm going to take a turn or two in front of my hackle, or not my hackle, my post there, and then I'm going to come back as per usual when you've seen me tackle to the rear of the hackle, tie it in there, and then I'm wrapping forward through it, sort of wriggling my thread as I go. Get to the back of the wing thing. I'm then going to hold the wing sort of back and wiggle to the front, hold everything back and create a little bit of a head. And that is our fly tie. We just varnish the front of it. So I'm just going to hold this back and get a little blob of varnish, and so I'm not overly worried if a little bit of it goes into the actual base of the wing, because as it dries it would allow me to set it back straight whatever way I want. But that is our fly tied, so Mckennas May. So hopefully that one catches you a few fish in the mayfly season. So if you like what you see, give us a like. Always helps the channel grow. Subscribe as well if you're not already done so. Tell your friends. Bring them along for the ride. And until next time, tight lines. And thanks for watching.